Do you want to live the best year of your life? I'm sure you do. But contrary to what most people think, you don't necessarily need to do more to have an exceptional life. You first need to cut off the bad habits from your life at the root. And that's why in this video, you'll learn about the 7 worst habits you should stop before the end of this year. Without further delay, let's get to our first habit. 1. The habit of being with toxic people. As Jim Rohn used to say, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Being with toxic people is like carrying a constant weight on your shoulders, a burden that drains your energy and hinders your progress. The Stoics remind us of the importance of choosing our company carefully. Seneca once said, "Choose the company of virtuous people." This is a timeless truth that resonates deeply in modern challenges. In our journey, we often find ourselves trapped in relationships that sap our vitality, make us doubt ourselves, and keep us stagnant. It's crucial to recognize when a relationship becomes harmful. Identifying these ties is an act of courage and authenticity with oneself. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue and self-improvement, teaches us to value our emotional and mental well-being. Cutting ties with people who harm us is not only an act of self-defense, but also a crucial step toward genuine personal growth. Imagine your life as a garden. To flourish, you need to care for healthy plants and remove the weeds that stifle their growth. Similarly, by freeing ourselves from toxic relationships, we allow our potential to blossom. It's an invitation to reassess who is around us and question if these relationships reflect who we truly want to be. If you resonate with this challenge, consider yourself on a journey to cultivate healthier relationships and seek support for this change. Subscribe to our channel. Together, we will explore practical ways to apply Stoic teachings to live with more clarity, purpose, and emotional balance. Subscribe now to be part of this journey of growth and self-discovery. 2. Self-pity. Self-pity is an emotional labyrinth that many of us face when confronted with challenges or difficult moments in life. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, offers insightful wisdom: pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. This phrase resonates deeply, revealing the difference between experiencing pain and allowing that pain to turn into prolonged suffering. When we indulge in self-pity, we sink into a cycle of emotional self-destruction. It's as if we're telling the universe that we are at the mercy of circumstances, making room for negativity to take over our thoughts. However, the Stoics challenge us to transcend this pattern. They remind us that, despite the inevitable pain that life brings, we have the power to choose how we respond to it. Stopping self-pity doesn't mean denying or ignoring the pain. On the contrary, it's about accepting challenges as opportunities for personal growth. It's like turning the game around, transforming adversity into fuel for inner development. When we adopt this mindset, we begin to find valuable lessons in the darkest moments, nourishing our resilience and strengthening our ability to face future challenges. If you've ever found yourself trapped in the web of self-pity and are looking for a way to break free from this cycle, share your experiences or insights in the comments below. Let's create a space to learn from each other and explore practical ways to turn challenges into opportunities for personal growth. Be part of this conversation and contribute your ideas. Share your thoughts or challenges related to overcoming self-pity. 3. Excessive use of social media. The excessive use of social media has become a modern trap that pulls us into a constant cycle of comparison and anxiety. Epictetus, one of the pillars of Stoicism, once said a profoundly relevant phrase: "What is not up to us is not under our control." This timeless wisdom reminds us of the importance of distinguishing between what we can and cannot control, a valuable lesson when it comes to the world of social media. Digital platforms offer an ocean of information and interactions, but they can also become fertile ground for harmful comparisons. While scrolling through photos of seemingly perfect lives or showcased successes, we often get lost in the illusion that our own lives are inadequate or insufficient. However, the Stoics challenge us to look inward and focus on what is under our control. Limiting the time spent on social media is a significant step in regaining control over our attention and mental well-being. It's about creating an active awareness of how we interact with these platforms and recognizing when we're falling into the trap of comparison. By remembering Epictetus' quote, we redirect our focus to areas where we can act and make an impact, instead of wasting energy on empty and harmful comparisons. If you've ever felt the negative effects of uncontrolled social media use or found yourself involved in comparisons that undermine your happiness, share your experiences or strategies in the comments below. Let's build a space to exchange ideas on establishing healthy boundaries and finding a balance in the use of social media. Share your perspective on dealing with excessive use of social media and how to focus on what is under your control. 4. Excessive self-doubt. Self-doubt is a persistent shadow that can obscure our journey toward personal growth. Stoic teachings offer us a transformative perspective to face this challenge. Visualizing a better version of oneself is a practice that resonates with Stoic philosophy. As Seneca would say, while we teach, we learn. This view encourages us to look towards the future and become aware of who we want to become. When grappling with self-doubt, it's easy to forget that we are beings in constant evolution. Recognizing self-doubt as a natural part of the process allows us to approach it from a more compassionate perspective. Instead of letting it consume us, we can use this unease to identify the skills and qualities we need to develop to reach an enhanced version of ourselves. The practice of defining the skills required to achieve this enhanced version is crucial. It helps us set tangible and targeted goals to overcome self-doubt. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by insecurity, we begin to see each challenge as an opportunity for growth. The pursuit of this improved version of ourselves becomes a journey of discovery and self-transformation. 5. Resentment and holding grudges. Resentment and the habit of holding grudges are emotional anchors that can tie us to the past, hindering our personal growth. Although the quote is attributed to Buddha, it echoes a wisdom shared by Stoic philosophers as well. Resentment is like holding onto a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. This powerful metaphor reminds us that holding on to resentment is harmful, primarily to ourselves. The act of forgiving and releasing resentments is not a favor we do for others, but a gift we offer to ourselves. When we hold on to grudges, we carry an emotional burden that affects our inner peace and well-being. The Stoics teach us the importance of living in the present, leaving behind the emotional weight of the past. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation or forgetting, but freeing ourselves from the power that the past event holds over us in the present. By releasing resentments, we create space for inner healing. This isn't a sign of weakness, but an act of strength and self-compassion. It's a process that frees us from bitterness and anger, allowing us to move forward with more lightness and emotional clarity. Recognizing that forgiving is not for the benefit of those who caused the pain but for our well-being is a powerful revelation that Stoic teachings also encourage us to understand. 6. Procrastination. Procrastination often disguises itself as temporary comfort, but it's a significant obstacle to personal growth and goal achievement. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, provides us with a clear guideline: begin at once to do what you want to do. This maxim emphasizes the importance of acting promptly, not postponing what needs to be done, as lost time cannot be regained. Procrastination often arises from the temptation to postpone challenging or uncomfortable tasks in favor of more enjoyable and immediate activities. However, the Stoics remind us that true satisfaction comes from the feeling of accomplishment, not from avoiding efforts. By acting upon Seneca's maxim, we are challenged to face tasks head-on, without delay, and to experience the gratifying feeling of accomplishing what is necessary. Abandoning procrastination is a commitment to oneself. It's a practice that involves discipline and self-awareness. Recognizing procrastination patterns in our lives and adopting strategies to overcome them is an essential step. The urge to procrastinate can be reduced by breaking down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable parts and creating a clear and achievable action plan. If you've ever found yourself trapped in the cycle of procrastination and seeking ways to overcome this habit, consider sharing your experiences or strategies in the comments below. Let's create a space for mutual learning to discuss practical ways to overcome procrastination and achieve a greater sense of accomplishment and productivity. Share tips on overcoming procrastination or stories about how acting promptly positively impacted your life. 7. Lack of self-discipline and healthy routines. Lack of self-discipline and the absence of healthy routines can veer us off the path we desire to follow. Aristotle reminds us of a fundamental principle: we are what we repeatedly do. Though attributed to Aristotle, this reflection echoes the Stoic mindset about the significance of repeated actions in shaping who we are. Establishing healthy routines isn't just about achieving specific goals, it's also about shaping our character and quality of life. Stoics emphasize the need for self-discipline to attain excellence and inner peace. The consistent practice of healthy habits not only enhances our physical health but also strengthens our determination and sense of purpose. The key to self-discipline lies in consistency. It starts with small steps but demands daily commitment. By incorporating healthy habits into our daily routine, we're molding our identity and creating an environment conducive to personal growth. This can include anything from regular exercise and a healthy diet to mindfulness practices or regular reading. If you're seeking positive change in your life and want to develop self-discipline to establish healthier routines, I invite you to watch the next video on our channel. There, we'll explore practical ways to incorporate healthy habits into your daily life and discuss strategies to maintain self-discipline. Watch the next video to further advance your personal development. Until next time.